20 wins out of 21. What the fuck is that? Hi guys, welcome back to On the Fence. Liverpool have just beaten Tottenham by 1-0 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium or something like that. Whatever. 1-0 in the Premier League. Another 3 points. 20 wins out of 21. Mad stat. Absolutely mad. In the equivalent of a full season, we've won 35 out of 38 games in the league, which is just ridiculous as well. You know, all these stats by Liverpool Football Club, just racking up the wins, just game after game, we would not be beaten. You know, game after game, we're just breaking more and more records. I think we've scored in like 29 consecutive Premier League games or something like that. Again, just Liverpool are just absolutely fantastic, and we're just showing again why. You know, Tottenham obviously are underperforming this season, but Tottenham over the past few years have been a very good side, a very big side. No, they've now got Mourinho and stuff like that, who's a tactical wizard and all shit like that apparently. Well, we knew how they were going to set up. They were going to set up on the break, low block. They were going to set up with a back three or a back four, whichever. Based on the players that they've got, they were going to try and break with Mora and with Son, and have like Ali breaking the lines and stuff like that. They tried it at times, you know, the long ball, you know, they were trying it and stuff like that, but it just wasn't working. To be fair, Liverpool were nullifying a lot of what they were doing. We had most of the ball. It was pretty routine, what you'd expect to play against a Mourinho side. I think at times in the second half we were a little bit naive, to be fair. You know, we were trying very hard to go and get the second, trying to kill the game off, put it all beyond all doubt. And I understand that, I do, but at times we looked a bit shaky. You know, one thing I did notice as well in the game is we were kind of playing as if the way Liverpool usually play, coming back from an international break, or the way we historically have played, you know, quite leggy, as if we haven't seen each other for a while and stuff like that, which is quite mad. You know, it's only been a week break since the last game that they played, or just over a week, because not really many of them played against Everton. I think Gomez and Lallana. You know, so it was a bit weird for that, but you know, it is what it is. We got through it. 1-0 against Tottenham's not a bad result. The first time we've been to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, to be fair. So, you know, to get out of there with a win's not too bad. Tottenham on their day are a very good side, you know, and just because they've had a few troubles with the manager and the performance levels and stuff as of late, it doesn't mean that they haven't got good players, because they've got phenomenal players. You know, players who about 12 months ago, maybe 18 months ago, you'd argue could easily get into Liverpool's side. So, you know, I'd still take Son any day, but it's one of them, you know, it just is what it is. But Liverpool come out with the win. You know, it's good to see. Like I said, I don't know. It was towards the end. It was a bit nervy, you know, counter attack on counter attack, and you know, for a couple of really gilt edged chances that they missed, they could have been level and maybe ahead in that game. But there was one moment to note where Dele Alli, I think, is breaking into the box after he gets past a couple of men, and Virgil van Dijk just fucking cleans him out with a tackle. It's a brilliant tackle, perfectly timed. Just as he's about to shoot, Van Dijk comes in and just wins the ball. You know, the ball doesn't get completely cleared. It moves out to the right to Aurier, and he has a shot, and it's quite a powerful shot. And it's one of them where, you know, the keeper should parry it out, and Alisson just catches it in his chest, and it's a fucking great save. It's them. If you've ever watched like a compilation of goalkeeper saves, like the best, you watch goalkeepers who like pluck shots out of the air and catch them and bring them into the chest, and you think, how's he done that? You know, if anyone understands the meme machine reference, Monk, the goalkeeper, where, you know, he dives right into the corner and just catches the ball. Just mad, you know. It's very rare that goalkeepers can dive like that and catch the ball and keep it in the chest, because Alisson, you know, he's one of the best in the world, and that's why, because the decision making and the positioning is spot on. You know, he may not be the best with his reflexes or the best at anything in particular, but his positioning is absolutely superb, and that's why he makes most of the saves he does. Sorry, I just need to grab this because the dog's eating whatever that is. I don't know. Don't look at me like that. Yeah, so 3 points for Liverpool. It's what we wanted, it's what we needed coming into the next week's game against Manchester United. Leicester drop points, so it's all good. City play tomorrow. Doesn't really matter what Leicester do. Liverpool are, I think, now 12 wins away from being Premier League champions. first league in 30 years is on its way to Anfield. 12 more wins, and some people be like, 12 wins is a lot of wins. I think it's about 17, 18 games we've got left. 12 wins is nothing for this Liverpool side. 12 wins is just a continuation of what we are doing anyway. 20 wins out of 21 games this season. And the reason why I want to beat United next week is because I don't care whether we go the whole season unbeaten and only draw one game. I don't want United thinking that they're the only team that can take points off us. Because yeah, they did draw with us, fair enough, but they're still shite and it doesn't mean anything. Just if you're the one team who's took points off Liverpool when they've gone and won the league, is that really something to be proud of? Not really. And last but not least, most important thing I want to save until last is I really, really, really want to talk about the refereeing in this fucking division, in this country, in the world. It's absolutely shocking. Martin Atkinson is one of the worst referees I've ever seen grace a football pitch. He is fucking piss poor. To be honest, I struggled to find a stream. First 20 minutes, I was searching the wrong thing, actually, that's why. My own fault. Found a stream, and I think it was about around the 25-minute mark, something like that. So I missed the first 25 minutes of the game. Sorry. I'll watch the highlights and pick up and stuff like that and see what I've missed. But how many times Martin Atkinson gave a free kick for a Tottenham player just going down really easily? How many times? Well, the one in particular that I'm thinking of is when Moura, Oxlade-Chamberlain comes across Moura and it is a foul, just catches his leg. It's an accidental. He catches it by accident. He tries to move out the way and he gives a fucking yellow card for that. You're setting the tone for the game. So, to be that every time there's a tackle and you're just going to show a yellow card, and it's fucking diabolical. And you know what? This weekend's been a big weekend for VAR. After the Sheffield United West Ham game, there's been quite a few VAR decisions today that have kind of, gone out there, and everyone's gonna go on about VAR. It's a hot topic. It's a if you search VAR, you'll see fucking loads of shit, and mostly it's Liverpool, and fantastic because finally a decision system is correcting mistakes, and rightly so. Liverpool are top of the league because, well, Liverpool are more points clear because of that than we would have been anyway. We would have still been top of the league if VAR wasn't here, but other teams would have gained an advantage over us because incorrect decisions would have stood, and that's the difference that people aren't realising. Everyone's saying, oh, this is what the table would look like without VAR. So what you're saying is the table would look like this if correct decisions weren't being made. So VAR is better than that table anyway. Everyone wants to sit and slag VAR off, call VAR out. Oh, especially like Declan Rice and Conor Cody and stuff like that in recent weeks. The players going, we don't want VAR, this, that, the other. It's not about VAR, it's the referees, it's the people that are using it. Here's an example for you. Football boots, metal studded football boots. Perfect for a football pitch, but if you use them on pavement, it doesn't work. It's not the same thing. You're not going to be able to run properly on pavement with metal studs because they are designed for a football pitch. VAR is a video analysis piece of equipment. It's fantastic. It's state of the art. It will change the game. It will absolutely change the way we look at football. It'll be able to slow things down, show replays to the referees and the linesmen and the officials, so that they can make better decisions with more views, more replays of it. The people that are using it are the ones that are shite. And also, the rules that they've implemented this year are also shite. The handball rule is a fucking joke. The goal that West Ham scored the other day, on Friday, yesterday is a perfectly good goal. It does hit Declan Rice's arm, of course it does, but the player is about from both my shoulders. That's how far away the Sheffield United player's head was to Declan Rice's arm. He heads the ball from there to there, and it's a handball. It's given as a handball, and the goal's disallowed. And you've absolutely killed off. Forget about the celebrations. Fuck that, because that's just a biased look on people in the ground going, oh, it kills the look. Celebrations don't matter as long as the decision's getting made correct, in my opinion. Because you can't go, well, what about the feelings of the fans in the ground at that time? Well, it doesn't matter because as long as the right decision's being made, then that's fine. Now, but in this instance, you've killed off West Ham because they should have got a point out of that game, and they probably deserved a point out of that game. And you've ruined that. You've ruined that for them. But no one was going on about these kind of things when teams were being relegated because of bad decisions, or teams were losing out on the league because of bad decisions. 13-14, Liverpool nearly win the league. We lose out by I think goal difference, isn't it, that we lose out by? In the December of that year, that season, Raheem Sterling, who played for Liverpool at the time, was called offside when he was a yard or 2 or 3 onside. At the Etihad, and he puts the ball in the back of the net and he's given offside, and it's the worst. It was one of the worst decisions that I've ever seen. And we lose the league by goal difference. If we'd have had that switch, we'd have won the league that season. So there you go. Everyone's talking about VAR. People forget how bad things were before VAR came in, and the one constant from years ago to now isn't VAR. VAR's only been in this season, and everyone's complaining about decisions being made wrong. Well, think about what the constant is. Think of the common denominator in this equation. It's the referees. It's the officiating. That is the piss poor standard that we are accustomed to in this country. We are accustomed to absolutely shocking referees and shocking linesmen who, I feel sorry for them, of course I do, because they're having to keep up with a massively intense game, and they've now been given this piece of equipment, VAR, to help make them make better decisions. But the people who are using it aren't using it correctly. They're not using it correctly because they are making the wrong laws for a start, with handball in particular. Offside is offside. It's black or white. Either they're offside or it's not. It doesn't matter whether it's a fucking toenail or an armpit or what. Offside's offside. But for things like throw-ins, they're not even using VAR for that. They're not using VAR for throw-ins or corners. Like Liverpool's goal today, to be fair, I didn't actually mention that, and I've just forgotten until I realised. It was a Tottenham throw. It was Tottenham's throw. It wasn't a Liverpool throw, and we scored directly kind of from the throw. Goes to Firmino. Ball bounces to the edge of the box. Henderson to Salah, back to Firmino, he scores. It's a great finish, by the way. Fucking brilliant finish. I haven't even talked about the goal. It doesn't matter. But it's Tottenham's throw. It should be Tottenham's throw. And VAR doesn't go back and check that when it should. It should go back and check things like that because they are important. And just so what makes one decision that can be overturned or not more important than another one? Because in this instance, it's showing that a throw-in is massive. Something as small as a throw-in this instance is massive, and it's cost Tottenham the game today. And it's benefited us in a way, but it is what it is. And at the end of the day, people are slagging VAR off. It's not VAR. VAR is the equivalent of like a phone being able to video. And no one's slagging the phone off. You slag the person off who uses it because he uses it terribly. I've got an iPhone. I use an iPhone for all sorts of things. There's so many things I could use this iPhone for that I don't because I haven't got a clue about it. So that's my fault, not the phone. I wouldn't blame the phone in that instance. I've tried to use as many analogies as I can to describe what I'm talking about. You know, some people will disagree. That's fine. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm done with my rant. It's been 13 minutes. I'm on the fence. Liverpool are top of the league, on the way to the Premier League title. 12 more wins. Let's fucking do it. Thank you. Bye.